Welcome again to a look across the Chinese art scene, one that remains ever-changing and multidimensional. This year is your chance to learn about art news, art events, and everything else that's going on in China's booming art scene. I'm your host, Sheena Akagawa, and this is China Arts. Coming up on today's show, a look at the opening ceremony of the 14th Asia Arts Festival. Mainland China and Taiwan strive to improve their cultural communication through an array of events. All that and more right here on China Arts. First up, let's get the inside scoop on some exciting art news going on here in China. Great opera singers of China, representing many different genres of the art, recently converged in the city of Suzhou, in China's East Coast Jiangsu province. In total, 39 companies from all over the country gathered for the 14th China Opera Festival. Let's find out more. Now, when it comes to ancient Chinese tradition and charm, few art forms can compare to Chinese opera. At the recent 14th China Opera Festival, more than 20 different genres of Chinese opera took the stage. Some better-known genres include Conchu opera and Peking opera, while some of the pieces were virtually unheard of outside their hometowns. Winner of the Plum Blossom Award, Gu Shang, says she performed a comedic opera originating from the city of Suzhou. It is artists like Gu and their dedication to Chinese opera that is helping to bring back life to this ancient art form. Gu added that although the plot and singing style stay true to the original opera, the lighting and stage are much better due to modern technology. Among all the genres, the cultural legacy of Peking opera is particularly at stake due to a lack of inheritors. Fellow Plum Blossom recipient Pei Yanlan says events like these help grow an interest in Peking opera among younger generations. They're the ones that hold the key to the opera's future. The China Opera Festival first originated back in 1988. Since then, the festival has been held every 2 years, and its influence is continued to grow. And speaking of time-honored art forms, it appears that Broadway's longest-running musical, The Phantom of the Opera, has finally made its way here to China. Beijingers will be treated to an authentic version of this classic tale at the Tianqiao Performing Arts Center till January of next year. Let's find out more. World-renowned musical Phantom of the Opera first premiered on October 9, 1986 at Her Majesty's Theatre in London. The musical received a 10-minute standing ovation its opening night. Phantom of the Opera has been playing there ever since. And now it looks like the musical is finally making its way to China. After a month-long run in Guangzhou, the production has come to Beijing's Tianqiao Performing Arts Center. Since he first took the role in 1996, actor and musician Brad Little has played the title character over 2,000 times. He is one of the longest-running phantoms in the world. Through this experience, he has gained profound insight into the character. According to Brad, the Phantom is just a man living in the bowls of the opera house his whole life, watching operas and not having a social life. This leads to him eventually killing for love. The veteran musical actor leads the cast with an old acquaintance, Anthony Downing, as Roll, and a new partner, Emmeline Lin, as Christine Day. According to the cast, the chemistry between the two have been great. Phantom of the Opera's classical tale of theatrical revenge and true love has become an inspiration for many artistic creations. Since it premiered in 1986 in London's West End, the musical has been seen over 10,000 shows in both New York and London, as well as several world tours including Turkey and China in 2015. The residential performance in Beijing will last until January 2016 at the newly opened Tianqiao Performing Arts Center. Moving on to the city of Quanzhou, this historic city, located in China's southeast Fujian province, played host to this year's Asia Arts Festival. The festival, which is in its 14th running year, invites artists from all over Asia to showcase their talent, passion, and culture. The highly anticipated 14th Asia Arts Festival held its opening ceremony recently at Quanzhou Strait Sports Center. A sold-out crowd of art fans packed the center for the ceremony. The festival's host city, Quanzhou, is famously known as the starting point of the ancient Silk Road and China's former gateway to overseas cultures. The event ran under the theme, Dreams on the Sea. It featured artists from countries all across Asia. The artists represented their cultures through a wide range of performances that included dance, song, acrobatics, and traditional rituals. The event highlighted the Belt and Road Initiative and the cultural ties along the historical road. Organized by the Ministry of Culture, the Asia Arts Festival began in 1998 and is held every 2 years. Moving on from music to art, the city of Shanghai recently welcomed its 19th art fair. The Shanghai Art Fair is a highly celebrated art exchange that draws in collectors and galleries from all over the world. Let's get more details on this year's event. The Shanghai Art Festival is in full swing with 150 galleries participating in this year's event. Over half of them are from abroad, including 15 from South Korea. The art fair is a key element of the Shanghai International Arts Festival. This is the fourth-year U.S.-based gallery Simard Bordeaux has attended the festival. The gallery is displaying 45 sculptures and 25 paintings at the event. The art pieces feature a fusion of classical techniques by old masters such as Michelangelo with contemporary styles. According to curator of the gallery Simard Bordeaux, Daniel Wynn, Chinese people tend to gravitate more to that classical technique because they prefer a figurative and beautiful feel. But they also, the newer generations, enjoy more contemporary art. Wynn's gallery has seen an increase of 10 to 20% in trade volume at the fair over the last 3 years. Its paintings sold out last year, and a week ago, the Oak Gallery opened its first branch in Shanghai. But the fair is also attracting fresh faces. New York-based gallery owner Barry Friedman attended this year's Shanghai Arts Fair for the first time. He brought with him 16 pieces of antique furniture with prices ranging from $10,000 to $50,000. He says he wanted to show a wide range of furniture to a new market. He started selling furniture through photographs he would email to clients in Shanghai. Seeing the success of his furniture, he decided to join the fair this year. There are also 15 South Korean galleries at the fair, the most of any country other than China. Organizers of the Busan Art Fair are attending for the first time, bringing 11 paintings by 5 South Korean artists. Founded in 1997, the Shanghai Arts Fair is the largest trade fair of its kind here in Asia. Last year, the event attracted more than 50,000 visitors in a mere 4 days, and sales reached over $20 million. Fair organizers are expecting both figures to increase at this year's fair. And now on to our spotlight story. Cultural exchange across the Taiwan Straits was in full swing this year, especially due to the 90th anniversary of Beijing's Palace Museum. A Cross-Straits Cultural Industries Fair, a Luli glass sculpture exhibition, and theater were all part of the mix. So now let's find out what events were held between mainland China and Taiwan this year. This year marks the 90th anniversary of Beijing's Palace Museum. The museum established on October 10, 1925 in the Forbidden City. And in commemoration of this occasion, the Palace Museums in both Beijing and Taipei have teamed up to celebrate. The city of Beijing has opened more areas in the museum and showcased new treasures to the public. At an exhibition during the time of China's national holiday, the museum featured one of its rarest scroll paintings entitled Along the River During Qingming Festival. The scroll painting dates back to the Song Dynasty. Meanwhile, the Taipei Palace Museum is holding 18 exhibitions to mark the anniversary. In total, more than 100 pieces are on display at the Taipei Museum, including 8 paintings on loan from Beijing. Since 2009, the two institutions have held 5 joint exhibitions. Moving on to the Cross-Straits Cultural Industries Fair, an annual event promoting cultural and creative products from both the Chinese mainland and Taiwan. Hosted in the city of Xiamen in China's southeast Fujian province, the fair includes paintings, sculptures, stone carvings, and music. This year's event saw over 1,700 participating companies, making it one of the most influential cultural exports on either side of the strait. A participant from the Taiwan Creative Design Center said they brought some award-winning designs, some of them which were already popular in the global market. As the 8th Cross-Strait Cultural Industries Fair came to an end, more than 100 deals worth an estimated $6 billion were signed. This surpassed all previous years. The National Art Museum of China celebrated its 50th anniversary back in 2013. For it, the museum unveiled an exhibition entitled Discovering Luli in Mortal World. According to artists Yang Hushan and Xiang Yi, what inspired the exhibition was a pair of luli cups found in China's northern Hebei province. The artists said that they felt some shame upon seeing the cups as they felt oblivious to their own country's history. They were also shocked because while the country had invested so much money in high-tech equipment and research, their ancestors had already mastered glass production over 2,000 years ago. The National Center for the Performing Arts also saw The 39 Steps, a classic detective comedy story brought by Taiwan's Godot Theater. The play, which was staged in 2014 and 2013, was warmly welcomed by mainland audiences. Renowned Taiwan theater director San Li has also been touring around the country with several plays in recent years. And that's all the time we have today. Please stay tuned for our next upcoming episode. In the meantime, you can always log on to our website at www.bon.tv for more information. I'm Sheena Kagawa in Beijing. Thanks for watching China Arts, and I'll see you next time.